Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's IN.FORM Coaches webinar. My name is Shandy Hatfield, and I work here at Nature Sunshine's home office, and I am so happy to be here with you today. So on our webinar today, we are going to be talking about some of the different tools that we have available to help you get started and be successful as a coach. We also are going to do some kind of demos and tutorials on the site just to get you more familiar with the different things that you need to know to be successful as a coach. So we're going to just jump right in. So as we go along, if you come up with any question or comment, feel free to type that into your little question box, and we'll make sure to save some time at the end of today's webinar to answer those. And if it is something that goes along right with what you're talking about, then I'll try and get to that right away. We also are going to have this be a little bit interactive today. We have some different poll questions that will pop up as we go along, so just ask that all of you will participate in that. And then I also just want to draw your attention to the handout section. I have some different materials there that we'll be referencing as we go along. We also have a copy of today's slides if you'd like to download those. So make sure you take a little bit of time to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So I want to start with a poll question about when you are planning to start your next group. So let me go ahead and launch that. And okay, so just go ahead. We'll give you some time to answer that. Okay, we'll give you like 10 more seconds. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share the results on this. Okay, so it looks like, so 14% of you have already started a group, 18% plan to within the next 2 weeks, 21% within the next month, and then 46% of you are not sure. So, okay, so that's some good information. A good amount of you, more than half, are doing a group or planning within the next month. For those of you that are not sure, if you will just take a moment sometime during the webinar just to maybe let us know what might be holding you back, or if there's something that we can do to support you, just let us know what the reason is, and we'll do our best to support you and to let you and to provide you with the tools that you need. And hopefully you'll find some of the things that we're going to talk about on today's webinar will be helpful for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hide that. And I want to jump right into some of the tools that we have. That's kind of where we're going to start out today. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the intro presentation. I've had quite a few coaches reach out to me that have been interested in some sort of type of intro presentation. I've added a copy of the slides in a PDF form. I was having a little bit of trouble with those uploads today, so everything got uploaded as a PDF, but I will be showing you where you can get the actual PowerPoint presentation. But this is really a great tool if you wanted to hold an introductory meeting. It has information about IN.FORM, of course, but kind of where it starts out is, where are we at as a society with our health? It goes over the different problems that there are with obesity and with blood sugar issues and cardiovascular issues, and really paints that picture quite well of what society is like and why we really need help. And then it talks about IN.FORM and also really focuses on the microbiome and how that sets us apart from other programs out there, because we focus on the microbiome and helping to really get that back into balance. And so this is a really great presentation and works very well for an introductory meeting. So like I said, there's a copy of the PDF that you can download just right from the webinar, and then I'm also going to show you where you can access that otherwise. So that's the intro presentation. We've talked about these before, and so I'm just going to go over them briefly, but we've got the IN.FORM mini brochure, that come in the packs of 50. That's a really great tool if you just want to pass it along to others to help them learn more about the program. It has before and afters in it as well, and they're really inexpensive. So that's a great way that you can promote your groups. And then we also have some videos out there that are really great as well for explaining IN.FORM. So the IN.FORM intro video, it's almost like the intro presentation. It has really similar content, but it's just in a video form. And so I think that works really well if you want to like share the YouTube link with a friend. You could send an email, you could post it on Facebook. I mean, there's lots of different options to get that out to people. It's a little lengthy, but it does a great job of explaining what IN.FORM is. And then also we have just the IN.FORM in the microbiome, and it is like a little animation that goes over what happens when your gut gets toxic and how we can really get that back into balance. So those are some great tools for you as well. You know what, I will show you a little bit later, and I'll post the link out to our Facebook page to get to our YouTube channel, because we have a lot of other videos out there, like ones that are testimonial stories. So I will show that to you just here in a little bit so that you can see how you can access those in other places. And then, of course, we've got our Wellness Now that talks about the clinical study. This is also just a really great tool to get out and pass around to people to let them know about that. All right, so Facebook, I wanted to talk about that specifically because I think it can really be a great way to reach people. And I noticed a lot of coaches doing some really fun and creative things to really get the message out there and to fill their groups. And I know there's been a lot that have had some good success with that. But I have some different post ideas. So if you want to use Facebook, but you're not quite sure like what you should say or how to do that, we've got some different ideas for you. So this first one is like a text post on Facebook. You could just copy and paste this text right into a Facebook post. And it's got some really great information about the program to just help pique people's interest and can help you really get the message out there if you're just not quite sure what it is that you want to say. All right, so a couple of other things that we have, and we're trying to continuously create new versions of these and get them out there to you. These are just some different Facebook graphics. I did already post them out into our Facebook forum. You may have seen these get posted from the IN.FORM Facebook page or from Nature Sunshine. But these are things that you can take these images and you can share them yourself, like it's from you, and it can be a great way to get people interested in the program. So it's kind of fun, and we'll continuously try to update these, and I'll show you in a minute the best way that you can really get connected with all of this, all things Facebook. We also are working on we've started creating a series of these little before and after graphics. They've got, of course, the before and after plus a quote, and then how much weight they lost and everything. So we're working on creating more of these. I actually have 4 new ones that I'm going to be getting out on our Facebook page later this afternoon. But also, I'll just say, if you have a really good before and after picture and a good story, either from yourself or from one of your participants, if you send that to us, we can make it into one of these little graphics, and we can give it back to you that you can use and that we can share on Nature Sunshine. We just want to get as many of these before and after little graphics out there so that you have plenty to use as a resource. And I think that when you're trying to start an IN.FORM group and trying to let people know about the results, having a resource library of stories like this can be really beneficial to let people know, hey, look at these results. They can see it right there for themselves. So that's something that we're working on, and if anybody has something, a good before and after, you can definitely send that to me, and we can get one of these made relatively quick. Another thing that we put together a little bit earlier this year was a pre-written email. That is something that I do hear from coaches quite a bit, is they're like, I want to promote my group, but I don't know how to explain it, or I don't know the right words to say. So we've put together just a short little email that you can copy and paste. You can add your information at the bottom, the information about when your group is, and so that's something that just makes it really easy for you to get the message out there. So I have this right here in the slide. I tried to add the file that had this information in it, but it just wouldn't upload for some reason. But I'll show you as well where you can access that. Okay, so a couple of other things that that we've put together is, so we've got here on the left, these are little pass-out invitations. It's a PDF file, and what you can do is it has editable fields, and you can actually just type right into it, and then you can print it out, cut them out, and pass them around. So that's an invitation that's ready to go for you. On the right, we also have a flyer. So this is something that you can use as well if you wanted to post this around town, or if maybe you have a store or an office and you wanted to have this out. This is also available for you as well. And I do have this one available as a download. It's the IN.FORM flyer that is right there as a handout. Okay, we also recently created, this is brand new, some artwork for sandwich boards. And I don't know if you've seen these around town, but they're kind of like a little A-frame board that you can put a poster on or something on both sides. We've created 4 different pieces of artwork that you can use for sandwich boards. So this would work great if you have a retail location or if you have an office. This works really well. I did have Yvette just ask if I can post the invitation. I'll try and get that uploaded here just in a minute, but I'm going to show you where you can access that as well. Okay, so we've talked a lot about Facebook, and one poll question I want to ask is, are you a member of our IN.FORM Coaches Facebook group? Let me go ahead and launch that. And I know I recognize a lot of the names that is on the webinar today that are members of the group, but I wanted to just tell you a little bit more about that and make sure everybody's aware that this is a really fantastic resource. Okay, we'll give you like 5 more seconds. All right, let me go ahead and share that. Okay, so it looks like 63% of you are already a member of our Coaches Facebook group, and 30% of you have not joined that yet. And that may be because you weren't aware of it, or maybe you're not on Facebook. But if you're on Facebook, we really want to let you know what a great resource this can be. So I've got a link here to the page, or you can go on Facebook and you can just search IN.FORM Coaches Facebook group. It's called, sorry, IN.FORM Coaches Facebook Forum, or IN.FORM Coaches Forum. That's what it's called. I'm going to show it to you so you can search that. All right, let me just bring this over. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And if you send in an invite to this group today, I will go and try and approve everybody on that today. So, all right. Oh, thank you, Christine. I haven't closed the poll. All right. Let's go back to my slide here. Okay, so I brought over IN.FORM Coaches Facebook Forum. So as you can see, I've gone and we've posted a couple of documents today. So there's the sandwich boards, there's the flyer, that's the PowerPoint presentation for the intro. But we currently have 616 members of, they're all IN.FORM coaches. I verify every single person, so it's only coaches that are allowed into the group. And it's a great resource because you can come here as a coach and you can put a post. So you can see, like, Nyla posted a question and other coaches are able to respond to that. So it's a really great place that you can come and get your questions answered and just have other coaches kind of at your fingertips that you guys can share ideas and brainstorm what will work. So a couple of things I wanted to point out is, so in the photo section, I've added, this is where I add all of the new art, I guess all of the new graphics that we create. So this afternoon, that is where I'm going to post our 4 new ones that we just have finished. And so you can come and you can either save them onto your computer and share them from here, share them to your group. We also have those other images. Other coaches have shared things from themselves. We've got some other before and afters. So really it's a great place that we can come and share all of the things that we're working on together. And then I wanted to point out this Files tab. So this is where all of really some resource files go. We also have a spot on the website where we put files as well, but we do need to get some of that updated. We're able to really post things as soon as they're finished. It doesn't have any lag time, I guess I would say, to the Facebook page, and so you can have instant access to the different materials. So I posted, I'll make sure to post, well, let's see, I've got the invitations. So Yvette, if you are, I'm not sure if you're on our Facebook, but we do have those right on our Facebook page you can download. We've got like our maintenance booklet. There's really a whole ton of different resources there that we've posted here at Nature Sunshine, that other coaches have posted and shared. So really there is a lot of things there that can really be beneficial for you. So I would just recommend that you go and check that out and send in a request to join the page. All right, so let me just close that. The other thing that I just wanted to mention that we've kind of been trying, and I've seen other coaches try, is Facebook Live. So if you're not familiar with Facebook Live, what it is it allows you to do a live stream video that your friends or members of a group can watch. And I know that there's some coaches that have used, you can use this in a group if you wanted to reach your group participants, or if you are working with people that maybe don't live close to you, that's a way that you can teach your groups is through Facebook Live. So, I mean, there's lots of amazing things that technology is allowing us to do, and the great thing is that through Facebook, it's totally free, so it doesn't cost anything to have access to do those live streaming videos and to really be able to reach the people that we need to reach. So, all right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. Okay, so the next thing I just wanted to touch on briefly is the Coaches Portal, and we've done other webinars before where we've gone through and done like an in-depth training on how to use all the functionality on the Coaches Portal. But I just wanted to point out some of the key things that we have available there. So this is just a screenshot of what my Coaches Portal looks like. So as you can see there, we've got my information plus the groups that I have. So let me just go to the next slide. I have a poll question. So the next one, and I'll get that launched, is have you logged into the Coaches Portal? So let me launch that. So we've got, yes, I use it often. yes, but maybe just once or twice. Not yet. That should say not yet, not no yet. All right, we'll give you another 10 seconds. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close that. And let's share. Okay, this is great. I mean, most of you have at least logged in, but 61% of you do use the Coaches Portal often, so that's great. 26% of you have at least been there to log in, and 13% of you haven't quite logged in there yet. So, all right, so a couple of things, and then I just want to show you, for those of you that haven't been onto the Coaches Portal, we'll show you how you can get to that. So a couple of the key things that you can do on the Coaches Portal. I mean, the main thing that you use it for is to upload and manage your groups and your participants. So it gives you a spot that you can see all of the groups that you have going on, all of the participants that you're working on, and it also is how you qualify for the promotions, whether it be like a monthly Start Your Group promotion or for I-Inspire points. So the Coaches Portal and uploading your group it's really important that you upload that so that we know you're doing a group and we can give you credit for that. Some of the other things you can do is you can access different resource files. So we've got webinar recordings and different files that you can download, and a resource section. So I'll show you that in just a second. And then you also can reorder IN.FORM supplies. So you may have gone on the website and wondered, like, where do I get the participant manuals? It's not something that you can just find on the main part of Nature Sunshine's website, because these are tools that are available just for coaches. Let me go back to the slide. I have a slide up and I forgot to hide that poll. Okay, there we go. So you may have wondered, where do I get those? You actually get them, can order through the portal, and I'll show you just in a second where you get to that and show you the types of things that you can reorder, just so that you're aware of that. So let me bring over naturesunshine.com. So I want to be sure that those of you that haven't ever logged into the portal, that you know how to do it, and I just encourage all of you to make an effort to go and try and do it this week so that you can be familiar with that. Okay, so to log in to the Coaches Portal, what you're going to do is you go to Members, and then under the IN.FORM section right here, you'll click on Coaches Portal. There also is a shortcut website that you can go to, which is naturesunshine.com/coach. So that's like your little shortcut to get to the site. All right, so let me just log in here. All right, so this is the Coaches Portal. We're all logged in, and so here's all where we can manage the group. And all right, down here, I just want to show you two things. So the training and resources. And we need to add some of the more current webinars to this page, so we're going to work on getting that updated. We've been posting things out to Facebook immediately, but sometimes the website is a little slower to get updated. So we've got some different training webinars that we are featuring here: how to use a BioTracker, compensation plan, how to incorporate essential oils into your groups. And then we've got our archive, of course, of past webinars that we've done. One other big thing that I wanted to point out on this page is we have PowerPoint presentations for each of the 13 weeks, and they're all ready to go for you. So you don't need to go and make your own PowerPoint if that's what you want to do when you teach your group. So this is a spot that you can come and download all those PowerPoint presentations, and they're ready to go for you. So I've just heard from quite a few coaches that they just weren't aware that those even existed. We've also got kind of this forms and handout section. I'll go in and update with some of the newer materials, but if you want those immediately, of course you can get those on Facebook. So it's just a spot where you can come and get resources for anything that you would need for your IN.FORM groups. All right, so let's go ahead and close that. And then the reordering supplies, I just wanted to show you really quick. Because we have some new things that are out there, and I just don't know if everybody's aware. So of course you can come and order like coaches manuals, participant manuals, different things like that. We do also have the bio tracker that's now available if you wanted to get a second bio tracker. Those are available that you can purchase separately. We do also have a little sale running on our coaches polo shirts. We're switching to a new design for the polo shirt, and so we're kind of having like a little clearance sale on all of the older IN.FORM shirts, but they're still, I mean, really great. So we have either that you can get one shirt for $15, or you can do buy two, get one for free. So it's $30 for 3 shirts, which makes them $10 each. So just so that you're aware of that. So those are the main things on the coaches portal. We'll go ahead and close that. And I just encourage all of you to spend a little bit more time out there if you're not already using it often, and to make sure that you can log in okay, because it's something that, that can really be a beneficial tool. All right, so now we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit. We've talked about resources and things that can really help you with your IN.FORM groups. Now I just want to talk a little bit about sponsoring and show some different functionality on the website when it comes to things like sponsoring. Of course, when you sign up a new member to Nature's Sunshine, all that's required is a $40 order to get started. But once you hit 100 QV, that's when Smart Start kicks in, and that's really when you can start getting some awesome bonuses. And so I just want to be sure that everybody's aware of how Smart Start works and how it can really be beneficial when it comes to your income. You can really benefit a lot from Smart Start. So how it works is you can get a 30 or a 40% commission on signups that are between 100 and 300 QV. If the order is larger than 300 QV, you would just get normal marketing plan on the rest of the amount, but would still get that 30 or 40% bonus on the 100 to 300 QV. So for example, say that the order is 200 QV, you would get, let's see if I can do math here, $60, and that's if you're on the classic plan, signing up a classic member. And if you're on the legacy plan, you would get $80. So you get really a great bonus just for signing somebody up. And it also gets paid to you on a weekly basis. That's the other really great thing about Smart Start. But let me go ahead and show you an example. Oh, sorry, I didn't click on those slides. All right, so let's look at the example. Okay, so here's the new member that has their sign-up order between 100 to 300 QV. And what they receive is they get 15 Sunshine Points. So, and if you're not familiar with Sunshine Points, it basically works the same as cash with Nature Sunshine. So 1 Sunshine Point equals $1 of free Nature Sunshine products. So they're basically going to get $15 off their next order. Plus they'll get some other benefits as well. You as their upline will get a 30 or a 40% bonus. And then it also pays to the upline managers above you, or maybe you might be the upline managers if you have people in your downline doing this sponsoring. So the first upline gets 10%, and then the second and third upline gets 5%. So that's basically how it works. So you just need to know that it has to be 100 QV or more, and then you can qualify for those different, either the 30 or the 40% sponsoring bonus. Okay, so I did mention before that you can get paid on a weekly basis. This is something that, I mean, it's been around for a couple of years now, probably 4 at least. But basically how that works is if you have your 100 QV order placed for the month, and then you sponsor somebody with 100 QV or more, by Tuesday at noon, then you're going to get paid that Friday. So it's really a great deal because you can get paid immediately and don't have to wait until the bonus run goes. Okay, so a couple of questions that came in. So Yvette wanted to know, what is the difference between classic and legacy? And I'll just explain briefly on that. So classic, it is more designed I guess it's more if you have people on your first level. It's better if, like, for somebody that is doing retail or is not doing as many sign-ups, the classic plan will pay more of your own personal rebates. You can qualify for higher percentages there, but it's going to be less when it comes to sponsoring. The legacy plan is really designed more for somebody that is a networker, somebody that is going to be signing up more people. It pays bigger bonuses there, and then it also will pay further depths down than the classic plan will pay. But on your personal rebates, on your own purchases, it's a little bit less on your rebates. So that's a basic overview. There definitely is a lot more information on the website that will explain that in more depth. Okay, so Linda also made a really good comment to remember that when a new member signs up, they also receive a 20% off coupon that's good for 90 days. So that's also a really great deal for them. They get that 20% off plus the 15 Sunshine points. So that kind of combination, they are able to save quite a bit. All right, so let's talk about signing up new members. So I've got the question quite a few times, like, how do I sign up a new member? And there's a couple of options that you have, and there's really no wrong way to do it. You just kind of have to find what works best for you, but I thought I would talk about a couple of options. So the first way that you could do things is you could assist them on their first sign-up order, whether you call in to order sales or you place the order online. So maybe you sit down with them at the computer, or you call in together to order sales and help them place that first order. So that definitely is an option. It is a little bit more time-consuming, but you're able to help ensure that they get signed up properly and that they're signed up under you as a sponsor. So this is a great option, and I know a lot of coaches choose to do it this way because they just feel more confident with it. So the other option is the participant can place the order on their own. So with this, you definitely can make it work, but I just have a few ideas that can help you ensure that that person gets signed up under you. Because a lot of times if they just go out on their own to Google, they may end up on somebody else's website, or they may not know your sponsor ID, and so they don't get signed up in the right spot. So a couple of ideas for you. The first one is my NSP website, and I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with that, but I actually have a poll question so we can gauge that a little bit. All right, let me go ahead and launch that poll. This is, do you have an NSP website, a My NSP website? And we have a free version, a pro version that's, that you pay, and then maybe you don't have one yet. Give you some time to answer that. All right, we'll give you 5 more seconds. Okay, go ahead and close that and let me share. Okay, so 21% of you have the free or the light version of the site. 53% of you have the pro version, so that's great, and then 26% of you don't have a site yet. So almost 75% of you have some version of the MyNSP site, so that is great. And I just want to talk a little bit about it for those of you that don't have it yet. It will just be brief, but basically what it is, it's a personal website that you have with Nature Sunshine that you can send people to. You'll have your own URL that you can either put on your business card, you can include on your flyers and emails and things like that. It makes it simple that you can send people directly to the site, and then it ensures that they get signed up under you because it will automatically fill you in as the sponsor. So it's a really great tool, and I encourage all of you to at least sign up the free version of the site. And how you do it is if you go to mynsp.com, you can actually sign up right there, and you just use your Nature Sunshine login in order to access that. And there also is a comparison that will tell you what the differences are between the free version and the paid version. I know the paid version has a lot more functionality. There's things like pre-written emails that look very professional that you can send out to your email list and to your group and things like that. But I do encourage all of you to at least try that free version because, I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, and it gives you that URL that you can give out to people if you want to have them sign up on their own. So yeah, make sure you check that out. That's another little homework item for you that I encourage you all to do. One thing that you can do immediately is you can actually share a page on Nature Sunshine, and you can include your sponsor information right in that URL. I'm just going to give you a quick little example on how you do that. So you can go to naturesunshine.com, and you can copy the link for whatever page you're on, and then what you're going to do, you can see right here on the page, is you add this question mark sponsor equals, and then you fill in your account number where this 1234 is. So for example, this page is what the page that just explains what IN.FORM is. So what I could do is if I filled in my sponsor ID here, I could copy this link, I could put it on Facebook, I could email it out to somebody or text it to somebody, and if they go to this site and they click that they want to sign up, they've added items to their cart, what it's going to do is it will automatically fill in your sponsor ID, and so they don't even have to worry about it. So this is a good way to immediately share that even before you get a MyNSP site, or if you have a very specific product or page on the Nature Sunshine site that you want to share with somebody, this is a really great option. So these are some ideas for you, and I'm seeing some really great comments coming in. I know that this is a great idea, Marilyn, and we can make note of this for maybe a future webinar, but she said we need a class on how to use the Pro MyNSP site. So that's something that I think we could probably arrange. So great. And a couple of other related questions that I just want to go over. Let's see. So Marcia is wondering, Smart Start is only for the first order of a newly sponsored person. She's asking if that's right, and that is correct. So yeah, it's just for that sign-up order is how that works. Okay, so Cindy has a question about using this link. So what you're going to do, so you find the link, oh, let me go back, on naturesunshine.com, and then this bold part is what you're going to use. So what you do is, you can even copy and paste this, but delete 1, 2, 3, 4 and put in your account number. So you'll add question mark sponsor equals and then your account number. You can add that at the end of any link from naturesunshine.com, and then it will fill in your account number. So when they go to sign up. So that's a really great way to make sure that you stay the sponsor. So hopefully that makes sense. Ask another question if that isn't quite clear. All right, let's see here. Okay, so one other thing that Linda mentioned, and I think this is really important, so back to that 20% off coupon that people get, plus the 15 Sunshine Points, you can actually combine those on the same order. So they can get, if they do a $200 order, to get the maximum discount of that 20% off, it caps at $40 off, they can actually get $55 off their total order. So that's really a great way to encourage people to place that second order. Okay, great. So now I just want to talk a little bit about Sunshine Rewards, and then we'll take some time for some additional questions. So many of you may already be very familiar with this, or you may already be participating. But this really is a great program, and I feel like it just fits perfectly with IN.FORM because it commits people, of course, to a 90-day program, which IN.FORM is about 90 days. But also it just gives them really great discounts as well. So some of the benefits, free shipping, you can save, depending on the size of your order, up to $22 a month just on the shipping. You also receive Sunshine Points. You can earn those that you can redeem for free product. So, and we just talked about Sunshine Points, and those, one Sunshine Point is equal to $1 off your order. The other thing I really like about Sunshine Rewards is you can choose the day that you want your order to ship. So you don't have to have it go, like we don't process all orders all on one day. You can choose any day between the 1st and the 25th of the month that you want your order to go out, and that date can be moved as well if it's needed. And then you also have the ability to change your order. So you're not going to be locked in to getting those same products every month. You can change it based on what your needs are. And as long as you go in a day before, I mean, that's the very latest, you can make adjustments to that order. So, and then just wanted to explain how the Sunshine Points work. So the longer you're on the program, the more you're going to get back in Sunshine Points. So you start out at 10% of your order back. So on a 100 QV order, that would be $10 or 10 Sunshine Points. But the longer you're on the program, you actually work up to 25% of your order back in Sunshine Points. So on a 100 QV order, that's 25 Sunshine Points, or $25 off your order. So I think it works really great for participants that are just ordering on a monthly basis for themselves. And if they're going to continue to order, this really is going to be their best deal because they'll stay on there, they'll get the free shipping, plus they'll work their way up to $25 off pretty much. I mean, every month they're going to be getting 25 Sunshine Points once they've been on the program for 10 months or more. So it's really a great deal on that. All right, so questions. Let's go take a look at these. Oh, you know what? There's one other thing before we do the questions that I want to show you with Sunshine Rewards. So let me just go to makesunshine.com, and I just wanted to show you where you take care of those orders. So if we go click on Sunshine Rewards, actually, you know what, let me go to this benefits page. So if you're already a member, of course you can log in and create your order right here. Or if somebody's a new member, you can actually do a sign up and enroll them in Sunshine Rewards at the same time. So let me log in, and we've got an order here that I can show you. So it's really simple. We've got the shipping information where we want it to go. We've got the day of the month that it's going to ship. Ours is on the 25th. But say, hey, you know what, I don't think I want to wait clear till then. I want it to go out tomorrow. I think today's the 17th. We could go ahead and update that, and it would ship tomorrow. All right, let me just change that Okay, so maintaining your order. So it looks like right now we've just got 5 bottles of the Super Omega-3. But let's say that we wanted to add the IN.FORM pea protein. We just can search that there. We can either add the stock number or just look by the name, and we can go ahead and add to the order. So it looks like I added 2 of those. And then what you're going to do from there is you're just going to save it. Oh, whoops, somehow we lost the email. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save that. And one thing I do want to mention is a Sunshine Rewards order to be eligible needs to be at least 100 QB. So just kind of keep that in mind. But it's really simple just to come in and change. If we wanted to change the quantity, we could do that. And then always remember to save it at the bottom. That's how you save your changes. I don't know why it keeps deleting my email. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save that. So that's Sunshine Rewards. It's really easy to go and just manage that right on the website. Okay, so now let's jump over to questions. Okay, sorry. Let me just move that over. Okay, so this question comes from Annie, and she is wondering if we can talk a little bit about what the participant portal looks like and how to explain the benefits of that to a participant. So yeah, we absolutely can do that. Let me see if I can pull up a participant portal really quick. All right, so it looks really similar to the coaches portal, and how I got to this was under members and then participant portal. And looks like we've got a couple of people attached. This is just our little test account here. Okay. So the participant portal, a couple of key things that are here. So of course you can see their contact information. The main thing that the benefit that I see for them is we are able to enter and track their BioTracker data right on the site. And maybe we can add in some as an example since we have a little bit of time. So I'm just going to add in just some pretend numbers here just so we can see what it does on the chart. Okay, so either you could come and explain, you could come and enter their BioTracker data, or they could come and do it themselves. And let's just put in next week. But they're able to see their progress on these little graphs. So what did I do? I must have entered the weight in wrong. Oh, I said they weighed 1 pound. All right, there we go. It wasn't moving in the direction I thought that it should. But anyways, as they go along, they'll be able to kind of track their progress. You can enter goals for them. You can look at it for all the different measurements. They can actually look at all their graphs, and they can be printed off as well. So that's one other key thing. They're able to see who the coach is and when the group is. And of course, the coach can share like a little motivational message. The other thing, and it's not appearing because I haven't recommended any products to this person, but from the coaches portal, you can suggest products of what people should order. And what will happen is a box will be right down here at the bottom, and it will have all the products, whether it's the metabolic age support kit, or maybe you want them to try the Clean Start or the new Purify. It will have them in a box here at the bottom, and they can just click to add to cart. And so it's really helpful that they can see which products that you've recommended for them, and it's really simple for them to order. The other thing that they can do is they can register for the IN.FORM challenge, which I'm going to talk about just here towards the end of the call. But they can come right here and they can register for the challenge. And so this is our test account, so you'll see a lot of information here, but we can start a new registration. We can choose Joe. It will bring over the measurements that he's selected or that he's entered on the portal. You just fill in this information, why he's entering the challenge, and submit it. And then let me actually, I want to show you kind of the next page. So we'll just pick a height. To improve my health. Okay, so we'll go ahead and submit that. And Marsha's wondering, besides the coach, who can see the participants page? So it's just the participant and the coach. So other people in the group won't be able to view it. And then you can see here that this is where you can upload the photos. The only one that is required is a straight-on head-to-toe shot. The other ones are just optional. They used to be required in the past, but we wanted to make it as simple as possible. So here's an example from the front, and we go ahead and upload that. And then it's going to say right here, this is our entry. Just kind of ignore all that up there. But Joe can enter final results after April 18th. And if we go back to the participant portal and just refresh that, what they're going to see is, well, let's see, maybe I need to go back through this way. They should be able to see their before picture there and a spot where their after picture is going to go. I'm not sure why that's, oh, I'm on the wrong. And then when you look at them on your side, you're going to see that they're enrolled in the challenge. But to do that, they need to just come in through the participant portal to see that. Okay, let's see the other questions. Okay, just really quick, Carrie is wondering what was the difference between Classic and Legacy. I know we talked about that. Just real quick, so Classic is more designed for either people that are doing retailers or maybe are not, that are retailing or not signing up a lot of members. It pays higher on your own purchases more than commissions on other people. The Legacy pays a little bit less on your personal rebates, but it's going to pay higher on sponsoring and can pay further down. Okay, and Ashley's wondering, what was the last screen we just were reviewing? It was the participant portal, and we're recording this, so we'll make sure that we get that posted. I'll work to get it posted this afternoon and out on our Facebook page if you want to review it. Okay, so let's just go over the announcements really quick, and then if we have any other time, I can answer any additional questions. But I wanted to be sure that you're aware, we have a promotion running this month for January to get started. So if you start a group with 5 or more participants and you submit your information to the portal with your group photo and everything, you'll get a $50 product credit, plus you're going to get 5 of the IN.FORM shaker cups. And these are our brand new ones that they're IN.FORM branded, and then they also have the little compartments that attach to the bottom that you could store your supplements in, or protein, or you could put a snack in them. So they're really kind of fun. And then you can also get additional product credit based on your group sales. And we've made a change with it this month that in the past, the group sales, it's only counted things that were IN.FORM branded specifically, but now it's actually going to include anything that is weight management. So even Love and Peas will count, Dieters Cleanse, SF, Ultratherm, any weight management product is going to count towards that goal of 500 QB. So if you reach that, you get an additional $100 product credit. And then if you reach 1,000 QB in weight management product sales, you'll get an additional 100 product credit. So $250 total plus those shaker cups. And we also have just a fun little raffle that we're doing this month for everybody that starts a group. and has at least $100 in product sales. So for every $100 that your group spends in weight management products, you get a raffle ticket into a drawing, and the drawing is actually going to be for a Fitbit Flex, which you can see right there on your screen, for you and each of your participants. And if you're not familiar with Fitbits, I know they're getting a little more popular. This is actually like an activity tracker, so it tracks your steps. It's all can connect into your computer or to your phone, and you can make a little community. So you basically could start a little competition with your group, and so you can help encourage and motivate each other to get more activity in your life. So we thought that would be really fun, and you can get a raffle ticket for every 100 QB that your group spends in weight management products for the month. The IN.FORM Challenge, I know I just showed you how the registration works. People can register at any time, but of course now is always a great time to get started on a challenge. So you register like I just showed you. You run 13 weeks, and then you submit your after results. And what we do is we award prizes quarterly, and we're currently selecting the winner for our Q4 group that just finished. So anyway, it's really fun. And you also, anybody that participates will receive a $25 product credit. So really anybody that participates is going to benefit and receive something. But as you can see right here on the slide, these are our prizes. So the first place, I'm not going to go over all of them just because of time, but they receive $1,000 cash plus some other things, and you as their coach receive $500 cash. So that is really awesome. And let's see here. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about, just really brief, is we now have some new tier pricing for certifying as a coach. And this information is really great for you to share with somebody that you might know that might be interested in getting certified, or somebody in your group. And so we just wanted you to be aware, and this works for live or for the online certification. So we have the certification only, which is more like for a partner that's certifying with somebody that is certifying with a kit. It's $149, and you can see there what it includes. We have now a small kit that is now $349, and it has less items. It doesn't include the product or the banner or things like that. So it's a great option maybe if you've had a hard time with somebody with that price. And then, of course, we still have the full kit for $549, and this is really the best value because you get the product and all of the materials that you would need to get started. So just so you're aware, that pricing is now there. And then for all of you coaches, if you want to repeat the online certification, you can do so for $74.99, and it includes a coach's manual and 3 participant manuals. So that's a great way that you can brush up on your skills. Okay, so our next webinar, we're actually changing to a new webinar schedule starting this year. We are going to have webinars on the 1st and the 3rd Tuesday of the month. Same time, but it's just going to be twice a month. And so our next one is going to be on February 7th at 11 a.m. And we're going to be talking all about, it's going to be all about product. So it's going to be about the items that come in the IN.FORM kit, and just going a little bit more in depth into those specific products. So that's coming up. And let's see, if you asked a question and I didn't have time to answer it, if you will just stay on the webinar for just a couple of minutes, I will go through and I'll answer those, but we'll go ahead and wrap it up for everybody else that is finished for the day. But I'll take some time just to type in an answer response to you on those. I see a couple there that I didn't get to. But I wanted just to tell you thank you so much for being with us today, for taking the time to be on our webinar out of your busy schedules. And I hope that you feel like you learned about some different resources that you now have available to you that you can really use to get out there and get your groups going. And also, if you have any areas where you feel like you've got barriers or you want to get started but you're having a little bit of trouble getting that group up and going, feel free to reach out to us. You can definitely reach out to me. You can reach out to your sales manager. They are happy to talk to you and to help you work through some of those things. So don't hesitate to give us a call, because we really are here to support you and to help you succeed. So thanks again to everybody, and we will see you on February 7th. Bye-bye.